Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm Vulkan, and we are on Artificial Island. Now, to get to Artificial Island, you need to talk to Kalidor in the Banjis port. Once you do that, you'll be able to take an airship and arrive on Artificial Island. Once you're here, Kalidor immediately gives you a side quest to go and find 10 developers' logs. Now, there is zero indication, at least in this test client that I'm playing in right now, of where these things actually are. So you have to go out and find them yourself by exploring. Now, if you're someone who doesn't want to do that, in today's video, I'm going to show you where all 10 of these dev logs are, and we're going to be able to run to each and every one of them. Now, as with all test client footage, please take everything you see here with a grain of salt, because things will change between now and release. So if things look a little bit different, it's because they probably are. So either way, these devlog locations should still be in the same place, but let's go ahead and get started. So first, we are starting at base 0, and we're going to work through the dev logs 1 to 10. So we're going to go in numerical order. So to get started, you're going to have a new little blue teleporter. Now, these are all over Artificial Island, and these are things you can literally just walk into, and they teleport you to a different section. Now, this is also where our first devlog is. Now, because I went and got all of these and I've unlocked all of them, they no longer prompt for me, but that's okay because they'll still be there for you guys. So one, here you go. Here's the first one there. So we want to pick that one up. Now, once you've done that, just hop back off this cliff here, and we want to run straight across and down this little staircase and right around to this tree. Now, once you're here, the dev log is tucked away right in here. So as you stand over it, it'll prompt. As you know, I've already unlocked it, so it's not going to pop up here. You can sort of see it down there. Yeah, there you go, right here. So that is devlog number 2. But now we need to go grab devlog number 3, and that's all the way over here. But luckily, there's a shortcut. So remember these blue portals I was telling you about? Well, there's multiple of them, so they go all over the place. So we're gonna go and we're gonna take this one right up here, and that's gonna teleport us all the way across to that little stronghold we need to go to. So let's hop in here, and here we are. So you can see we went all the way from here to over here. Now, you don't need to mess with all the riffraff down here, or I can just use my missile barrage. Makes life easy, I guess. Anyway, you can just grab your jetpack and fly around. Like I said, you don't really need to mess with anybody down there unless you want to. You can go clear everything out. You know, you don't have to be a pacifist if you don't want to. So underneath these two little canisters here is the next devlog. This is devlog number 3. And every time you unlock these, you're going to get zone progress as well. So this is something important that you want to do. And I believe doing these will also lead into the housing quest line. But again, I'm not entirely sure. That's me just kind of guessing. Okay, so once you get number 3, you want to head across the ship, and then we are going to hop up here, and we're going to go through these giant bones. So let's hop down here. We'll get on our little motorcycle, and we're going to head in this direction. So far, Artificial Island has been pretty cool. I'm really looking forward to getting in here on my main account and start actually doing stuff. But for the most part, there's a lot of things here that we're going to get to actually interact with that I'm really excited for, in addition to all the new systems and stuff they're bringing as well. So you want to make your way to this rock. Now, if you look at this rock, you can see there's like a little red glow action happening here. So if you hit it, you can see the health bar show up, break that thing, and you have this red portal. This is just like a blue portal. So go through it, and next thing you know, you got all of these treasure guards guarding a supply 2 chest. Now, you don't have to mess with those guys if you don't want to. Instead, just jump over to the edge here, and here is the other devlog. So this is devlog number 4. All right, so once you unlock that devlog, we need to go get number 5. Now, number 5 is all the way up here. So let's go ahead, we'll take this teleporter. Now, obviously, if you don't have this teleporter unlocked, you can go back down here to base 0, grab that teleporter, and then work your way up north here. So, but because we have this, we're gonna go ahead and take it, and I can show you guys where this next one is. All right. So there is one thing to keep note of as you're going through this world. There's a lot of level 70 elite enemies. So you want to make sure to kind of keep your head on a swivel, because if you're not 70, they're not going to like murder you, but they're going to definitely make your life a little bit more difficult than it needs to be. So anyway, run right up to this like little crossroad here, right here, and you have that devlog. So that's number 5. Let's go ahead and let's grab number 6, which is actually right up here in this simple pier. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my motorcycle, and we're going to head up these stairs. We'll hop down. So you can avoid all these enemies. Great. Jump off the edge here. And I'll go ahead and take care of these guys. Great. Okay, so you want to run over to these 3 boxes. Break those guys. Well, okay. Break all these guys. Here you go. And then we have the devlog here, and this is going to be number 6. So you can see here we got number 6. Okay, so again, what we want to do is we're going to have to take a teleporter because we need to go right down here. So I'll go ahead and just take this one. Again, if you don't have, oops, actually, I'll take this one up here. Again, if you don't have these teleporters, you can just make your way there, grab the teleporters along the way. That way you have them for next time. So once you are zoned in, we want to head this direction. And this thing is tucked back behind a couple rocks. So make your way towards these large rock pillars over here. Now, obviously, if you're on your main account, make sure to grab all of these chests. Experience is experience, and resources are resources. All right, so it's this set of rocks, and right behind, you can see that devlog number 7. So that is where number 7 lives. Now, the next place we want to go is to this stronghold right here. Sort of wish these had names, would make life a lot easier for content creators to say, oh, hey, head to, you know, this stronghold. Insert name here. Put myself on the spot and couldn't come up with a name. Excavation stronghold, because look at this thing. Definitely excavation-y. So anyway, you want to come all the way around here, ignore everything, go right up here to the top, and you want to break this box. And there is devlog number 8. So it's right here, kind of next to this brown square here. All right, now I'm not going to go ahead and mess with all these guys, so I'm going to head this direction. And we need to go do number 9. So let's hop down so we can get out of combat here. And we're going to need to take a teleporter. Make our journey a little bit easier. So we want to teleport back to base 0. Now you can either do the Eerie Spacelet if you have it, or you can do base 0. I'll go ahead and do base. From this point, you're probably wondering, Vulkan, why are we backtracking? And just kind of goes back to, well, that's because this is devlog number 9. We're going in numerical order. Yes, you can definitely grab this one right after you grab 1 and 2 if you want to. It's all up to you. But we're just going to go 1 through 10. All right, so once you leave this space rift here, you want to go right over to this brown rectangle. Good Lord, brown square. I know my shapes, I swear. I went to public school, but I do know my shapes. So you want to head this direction and right up to this gorgeous deck overlooking some wonderful real estate. And you have devlog number 9 right there strapped to this pole, prominently displayed for everybody. Now the last one we need to go to is actually tucked away in this mine base down here, in this stronghold we have in the mine base. So let's go ahead, we'll take this teleporter right here, the rusty iron camp one, and then we'll work our way down. Okay, so now that we're at this teleporter, let's go ahead and start making our way down to this mine base here. Get our trusty motorcycle. And we'll work our way in here. Now, just a heads up, a lot of enemies are resistant to physical damage. So if you're rolling a physical damage team because you pulled Claudia and you're really excited, just know the Ravagers, especially, there's that level 70 right there. They're going to be resistant to physical damage. So let's see if I can't get absolutely rocked. All right, we'll blast all these guys. Anyway, as you can see, devlog number 10 is right here. It's under those little canisters. So just like we saw for devlog number 3, we had to break those canisters to kind of reveal it, same thing here. Break the canisters and you should be all set. Once you get that one, we can head back to Colidor. So if you're an absolute boss and you went ahead and just straight murked that level 70, you can just teleport. But because we are a little bit at a disadvantage here in terms of gear and CS and all of that fun stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and just opt out of that battle and head back to base 0. Now, once you're all done, you just need to head back up and talk to Colidor. He will say, thank you for finding all 10. And at that point, you can turn the quest in. Now, on my test client, I did not get a follow-up quest or anything like that. Maybe they've disabled it to kind of keep some surprises. But for now, you talk to Colidor, turn it in, and you're done. So anyway, everybody, that is where you can find all 10 of the devlogs. Now, it took forever to find some of these. I got some help from some friends as well. So I just wanted to share this knowledge with everybody, just in case you were like me and you just want to get through it and you just want to find these things that way you can progress through the game, or if you don't have tons of extra time to sit there and explore and try to find them all on your own. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like Tower of Fantasy content and want to see more early access stuff like this, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing. It helps me more than you guys can imagine. But as always, this has been Vulkan, and I will talk to you guys next time.